The following year, after I had my license, we had our annual Home Smart award ceremony. What if you start to have this mindset in the next 2 years, 5 years, the next 10 years, you go on this crazy run? You know, my wife had been a real estate agent for 14 years up until that point. Being in the car business, it was about the deals. So when I got into real estate, I was like, it's about the deals. Rock bottom built my business. I'm Dave Panozzo, and thanks for tuning in. I want to share with you, people go through different things in life. And I can say, honestly, I was at rock bottom. It kind of sucks to say. I got sober almost 19 years ago, and I hit a bottom that I never thought I was gonna hit. My drinking and drug usage, it just came to a point to where, I had a horrific accident and I didn't get in any trouble. Okay, so this is where I could have skirted around and maybe got out of it one more time, but I knew that this was it. And so having that type of a massive, crazy event, it taught me a few things. Once I built up from that, nothing was as bad as getting sober. So I always had this comparison thing going on to where, well, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Getting sober was really bad. So trying something new was not in the category getting sober. So I was like, okay, it's not that bad. I don't really have any problems. I'm sober. At least I'm not having to get sober all over again. And so when I got into sales and started getting into real estate, I had that in the back of my head. That was like my little cheat code. And I find a lot of people, when they get into real estate sales, they've never had it really bad. So when they start running into little problems, clients ghosting them, not getting the return calls, the showings didn't go the right way, they get freaked out. They get bummed out. They get down on themselves. But I always have this thing in the back of my head, hey, this is nothing like when I tried to get sober. So I have a different outlook, and over the years that has served me well. And I remember, I got into this game, and again, for those that know my story, my wife had been a real estate agent for 14 years up until that point. She did not help me at all when I first got started. I had to kill or hunted what you killed, whatever that saying is. I remember getting my first deal. And once I got my first deal, then things started rolling. I started understanding a little more, went through some ups and downs, and started figuring out this real estate game. I had my nose and head down so hard that I didn't realize what I was doing. The following year, after I had my license, we had our annual Home Smart award ceremony. My wife got an award. I'm like, oh, that's awesome, babe. Because she always ends up getting some type of award. I'm standing in the back of the room shooting the shit with a couple people, and my name got called out for Rookie of the Year. Now, I was not anticipating that. I didn't think I had a chance for any type of award, but because I put my nose to the grindstone and really just worked my ass off, I wasn't comparing myself to anyone else. I wasn't, going, oh, where am I at in the month, or where am I at in the year, comparing to other people. I was just doing the work, and just head down focused. And here I got Rookie of the Year. Cool thing, right? But it gave me even more fuel, more fire in my belly to do even better. And if it wasn't for that situation of me hitting rock bottom, I probably wouldn't be in this position I am today. Being in the car business, it was about the deals. So when I got into real estate, I was like, it's about the deals. But as I started to find out there's more emotion involved in real estate, and there's more ties to the human emotions, to where I was like, oh man, if I make people feel really good about what's going on and how the transaction's going, and making them feel like, hey, here's the next couple steps that are coming up, and everyone's calm and cool. What I found was everything started to move a lot smoother. And I started to think well, how would I want to be treated on this? How would I want someone to guide me through this selling process or buying process of a home? And when I started to understand that piece and how I made people feel, not my feelings, other people, the client, that's when I really unlocked that higher level of sales ability with my clients. My lowest moment was low for me, okay? It's still a daily reminder. I still think about it. Now I look back on where I was at and where I'm at today. That trust me, the people that I help on our team, they wouldn't be with the old Dave. So I know that I have this other chance in life to be the better person, a bigger serving to God. That makes me feel really good, really, really good to know like I've come so far. There's so much more that I can do that it keeps me going on a daily basis. So here's the thing, if you're looking to be a top producer and you've never gone through something horrific like what I did, you have to look at your back's against the wall and you have to be in that fight or flight mode. It's a feeling and it's a mindset that not a lot of people have had. But just imagine this. Imagine you open up your bank account and there's no money. Imagine your landlord or your lien holder on your house or your car, they're gonna take it away because there is no money. How would that make you feel? And you almost have to like create that feeling inside your brain so that you function at this higher level of like, man, if I don't do something, like all this could be taken away from me. And it's like, that's the mindset that you have to get into. And you know, this stuff doesn't last forever. Like, again, is it a short run in life? Absolutely. What if you start to have this mindset in the next 2 years, 5 years, the next 10 years, you go on this crazy run and you're able to sock some money away and buy some things that you've always wanted and, you know, live a lifestyle that your family would be proud of. So you have to get into like this psychotic mindset. What if all this was taken away from me tomorrow if I don't make a sale? Like whatever game you want to play. That's what I did. I mean, in real world situation, I went from nothing to something. If you don't have that mindset, it's going to be hard to get to that next level. So here's the thing. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm dropping heat every week. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. And as always, let's make it a great day.